In just over a week, we will celebrate the birthday of the United States on the 4th of July. Across the nation, there will be parades and parties, there will be fireworks displays and backyard barbecues. And every American will celebrate the birth of the great country in which we live and the freedoms it promotes. However, before the parades begin and the fireworks are shot off, we should first remember how it all started. The Declaration of Independence was signed and adopted July 4, 1776. This document announced that the 13 American colonies considered themselves sovereign and independent nations, no longer part of the British Empire or under her control. The 56 men who signed this declaration knew the risk they were taking, that the likelihood of being captured by the British was high, and when captured, they would undoubtedly be executed. However, with great bravery, they signed their names anyway. This act of bravery helped give birth to the United States, and it was followed by many acts of courage and self-sacrifice, which allowed our country to grow and become the great nation it is today. From the first men and women who served during the Revolutionary War, to those who served in the Great World Wars fighting to bring freedom to people around the world, to the men and women who serve and sacrifice for our country today. It is important that we remember, recognize, and thank these people for their courage and sacrifice. We thank our soldiers for their physical sacrifices they made, risking their lives to fight for others. We thank them for their mental and emotional sacrifices they experienced during times of war, being separated from their families for long deployments, all in the name of service to their country. As the fireworks are lighting up the sky and the music's playing in the background, it is important that we remember what we are celebrating, the birth of freedom. That we remember the sacrifices of those who made our freedom possible, and that we celebrate the men and women who are still making those sacrifices today. Therefore, we thank all the men and women of the armed forces and their families for helping to continue the tradition of bravery and sacrifice that those 56 men started on the 4th of July in 1776.